Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. I'm Ipshita. If you're new here, hi, please subscribe and stick around. Welcome to 2021 guys. It's my first video of the year. I miss doing sit down videos so much. I'm gonna be doing so much of that this year. I promise. I have plans. Anyway, let's get on with today's video. Okay, so today we are going to be answering your questions about Amity. I did a video on Amity about a year and a half back, and oh my god, that video has so many questions. I receive so many DMs on Instagram constantly. I have even received emails from people asking questions about Amity, so I thought I should make a video after all this while answering all those questions because a lot of them are very repetitive. So we're going to be doing just that. So what I'm going to do is make two parts. Guys, I'm so sorry. My eyes look so weird. I just realized I have like no concealer, no BB cream on. I was just so excited. I thought let's just film this raw and like casual. So I didn't do anything. I literally didn't do anything. I'm sorry, but that's how it's going to be in this one. So let's begin. So today's video is going to be discussing all Amity hostel related things. I was in Amity University, Noida. I just finished my master's and I'm going to be answering all your questions, and the next video is going to be answering all your questions about Amity University. So in case you have any, leave them down. I have a lot of questions and I think I will most probably cover whatever you're wondering about. So let's get on with today's video and subscribe for the part 2, which is going to be about Amity University. Okay, so the first thing I get asked a lot is how are the rooms? How is the hostel? Amity hostel is really nice, guys. In terms of maintenance, it's really nice. In terms of rooms, it's really nice. You have good maids, you have food available downstairs. But there's a big but. It actually depends on what you're looking for, because if you're somebody who likes to go out a lot, it might not be the best option for you to stay in the hostel. So let's get on into the subcategories and I'll explain. Okay, so starting from the top, you have two options. You have the AC hostel, you have the non-AC hostel. Non-AC is, I think, sharing basis. The rooms I've seen are sharing. I don't know if they have single rooms in there, but all AC rooms are single rooms. So what happens? So I can tell you about AC rooms because I live there. So let me explain what it looks like. I'll try to insert clips as well. I'll shift a little here. I'll try to insert clips here if I can find them from like my Snapchat memories and all, because I don't think I have like proper clips. So just try to get the gist of it, okay? So the AC hostel is in like an apartment style design. Like you open the door, you have this huge room. It's pretty big, like pretty big. You can have like proper dance parties in there with like at least 10-15 people. It's huge. The room is pretty big. It's nice, and you have this couch to sit and just like chill around, and then you have 4 doors, which are 4 single rooms. And in this condo situation, you also have a sink area which is outside. You also have a mini fridge which the college gives you, and then you have a toilet area separate and a shower area separate, so that at once 3 people can get ready. So it's really nice, and they have a huge mirror in front of the sink and all, so it's pretty nice that way. And then you have your heater, which is there 24/7 for you to use, and the common area is also centrally conditioned, and even your rooms, and you have like regulators to like modulate the intensity of your AC. I think it just has like 3 settings. There's a off, 1, 2 and 3, that's it. And the AC is pretty cold, like it's cold, like you could be like in sweatshirts. It's that cold. Like if you keep it on 3 the entire time, I used to love it. Like my room used to be like freezing and I used to love it. So basically what happens with the AC is when the university is functional, the ACs in the rooms stop working, and as soon as the university timings are over, I think around like 4:35, the hostel ACs start working. But because the ACs are like so good, even if you come home during the day, and you also have fans in your room, so like if you come home and you have like the AC on the entire night, you won't really bother because your room will already be chilling, because they are small rooms, so it's okay. Next, so all the rooms, I think all the rooms have windows. Yeah, all the rooms have a window. It might not be the cleanest window, and yeah, I used to keep my curtain closed the entire time, except for when I had a room which faced like the outside of the university, the road and all. That was a really nice view. I mean, I preferred it instead of the view that was facing the university, which was in second year. Anyway, so yeah, you get, the room is decent. It's not the biggest room. Like when you'll go there from home, obviously it's like tiny. It's very tiny, guys. It's a tiny room. But you kind of realize it's okay. You don't need a lot. It feels fine after a while. But like coming from home, you will feel like, what the hell? How am I supposed to live in here? It's like tiny. But it's okay. You grow into it. You really do. You feel like, okay, it's nice. It's nice. It feels good after a while. It feels like your space. It's nice. It will take a little time to get adjusted to the fact that it's smaller, like way smaller than your room would be. I mean, actually, I'm not kidding. I have a bathroom in my house and my room was smaller than that bathroom. But it's okay. You're one person. You don't need that much space. It's a hostel. It's not a hotel. Coming back. Also, tip, if you're going to Amity, try to reach early on hostel registration day and go up early so that you can like check out the gaddas and the chair on your study table. And if you don't like it, just switch it from some other room. Normally rooms are open when people are moving in on moving in day. So I have done this all 3 years. I used to go and like change the gadda and my chair if I didn't like it. Like I don't think I had to do it on the 3rd year. In the 3rd year, I definitely did do it in the first 2 years. So yeah, coming back to the room. In the room you get obviously a bed, an almirah. It's the Godrej ka steel wala almirah. It's not very big. It's fine. It's okay. It's doable, usable. You have this shelf thing which has like 3 huge shelves, and you have a study table which has a drawer, and the table is pretty huge. So it's good. Whatever they give you is good. Apart from that, I had taken my own mirror. I know this, I lost track of like structure, but I'm just trying to give you all the information about hostel. So what I took with me was a full length mirror and a trolley thing. I'll try to find a clip of it if I can and insert it here. It was really helpful for like storage. I used to keep all my makeup and all, and then some files, and then some cutlery in it. It was really helpful. That trolley thing, I got it from Big Bazaar. It was very cheap. Even my full length mirror was from Big Bazaar, and dude, I still have it and it's in perfect condition. So if you find a good mirror, just get it. I mean, it's allowed. That's my point. They won't say anything like you can't take a full length mirror to your room. Even though you don't really need it, trust me, the mirror which is in your lounge area and the sink area basically, that's pretty huge. But yeah, a full length mirror is always nice. People tend to buy it towards the end of the years, so you can take it if you do plan to go. So yeah, that's what the rooms are like. They're pretty nice. I used to really like it. Then there are maids that are on the floor. They generally come in the morning. My maids knew that I don't want to be woken up in the morning, so they never woke me up. After a while, they all understood. So what I used to do is when I come back from classes, you just yell Didi, Didi, and somebody replies and they come and clean your room. And even if they don't, you always know where the brooms are on each floor. I have cleaned my room a lot of times because like even after class you get like you don't really get back to your room in time, and the maids usually go around 5:30, 6, or maybe a little earlier. So they're not there like 24/7. So I have cleaned my room a lot on my own. It's okay. That's not a big deal because you know where the jhadu is. So you just get it and you do it. It's a small room. Hardly takes 10 minutes. 10 minutes is a lot. Hardly takes like 3-4 minutes. It's really tiny. So it's pretty chill. Baki, what you can do is like what I used to do if you plan to move there is leave your dustbin outside when you go for class. Like if you keep a dustbin in your room. I used to keep a dustbin in my room. So I used to just keep it outside my room so that when I come back, it's been emptied. Or you can just empty your dustbin near the dustbin which is in your common room. They will give you a dustbin near the sink area. So you can just empty your dustbin over there so that they take that with stuff with you when they clean your common area in your bathroom. Okay, so since we're talking about rooms, I got a lot of questions about things you can get like hair straighteners, cooking food, and kettles. So the thing is, you're not allowed to keep kettles. If they see it, they like seize it. but it doesn't really happen. You just have to be smart about it. Like everybody has a kettle. But they do have a kettle and a microwave downstairs. The microwave I think you can use for free, and I think the kettle is like chargeable, but the microwave is completely free. And like you don't need to use the kettle. Everybody has their own kettle. Just hide it well. Okay, keep it in your room. The maids are also very nice. They don't generally go and complain. They know. They even tell you कि आज checking होने वाला है. So everybody just hides the kettles. कभी कभी किसी किसी का चला जाता है. It's okay. It's a very one-off thing. Generally, people are able to keep it. And even with hair appliances, they say you're not allowed, but everybody has. Like I can't do winters without a blow dryer. People use straighteners every day. Like all of that you keep, but just like don't keep it on display. Like don't leave it out in your common room is what I'm saying. First, it gets stolen. Second, if somebody's on round, they can see it. So like, don't be stupid is all I want to say. And you can just keep whatever you want to keep. You can definitely keep your hair appliances and your kettle. Full on cooking, I'm not sure. A lot of kids do it. I know they used to do it. They had like, I'm sorry about the background noise. I know they had like inductions and they used to cook their entire meals and all. Some students, I have seen people do it. I can't possibly put that much effort, so I used to not. But it is possible because I have seen a lot of kids do it. But again, you'll have to hide all those things very carefully. You can't leave them outside just like lying around, because if somebody sees, they will seize it and they won't give it back to you. They don't return it back. I've had my roommate experience this. Her kettle was taken away. She never got it back. It's the same kettle they charge kids for now, by the way, to use downstairs. They didn't have a kettle earlier. Anyway, just weird things that happen. Anyway, moving on. Okay, so that was everything about the room. I think maintenance is left. Like suppose your light's not working, your fan's not working, or your regulator is not working, or you need help with something or the other, something related to maintenance. Your AC is making weird noise or throwing out dust or whatever. So basically what you have is Amity works on their online portal, Amazon. So it has a section of maintenance for hostel students. So you basically put in your complaint, and then it asks you for what time and date you want them to come and fix it. So suppose I want it done tomorrow, and like I have a break at 3 between classes, and then I have a class again at 4, so I will put 3:15 to like 4-ish. Like they have specific slots. You choose your slot and they come exactly at that time and they do your room, and that's pretty nice. And like nobody ever like comes alone, like because the repairmen are like mostly men, electricians or like plumbers. So generally like maids come with them, or some Didi comes with them. We have these Didis who live on the ground floor. They like help the warden around with stuff. So yeah, they always come up. It's like you don't feel unsafe is what I'm trying to say. Like it's very, like the environment is very safe in the hostel. Yeah, you won't feel unsafe like at all. Even if you're like walking around college like around 9:30, 10, I think, yeah, even at like 10, if you're walking around the ground, you won't feel like unsafe. It's a very safe field campus, though I know there are a lot of stories of horrible things happening, but I have personally never felt like unsafe in college in terms of living there. I've literally been on walks to like the grounds ke ends at like 10, and I never felt unsafe. I felt completely safe, and yeah, well, that was it. Moving on, let's talk about food. So food, yeah, this I get asked a lot. Food, convenience store, everything is there, guys. Like literally hostel ke niche we have H block. Okay, so H block is basically this whole section we have, where we have like a food court, we have our mess, we have a salon, we have a ice cream parlor, we have like a food court thing, then we have a separate CCD, a separate Nerulas, which is the ice cream parlor. We have another restaurant, we have a bookshop, and we have a W.H. Smith, which is our convenience store. So yeah, that's the convenience store. You get everything there from bread to milk. Bread you have to be a little cautious about if you're going. Pro tip, beware of when bread is coming in stock, because it comes and then it goes, and sometimes you don't get it. Like if you're a regular consumer of bread, you should know when it's coming, when it's going. So yeah, that's the only thing I have. Everything else you'll get there, like from a balti to shampoo, hand wash, Maggie, you'll get everything there. Water, bottled water, everything's available. So yeah, that store is really helpful. WH Smith is like the life for Amity students, hostel students. I mean, I'm sorry I have paint on my fingers if it's distracting. Coming back to food, for food you have like regular hostel students, like your food is not included in your fees. Okay, I'm sure you guys know that by now. Anyway, so yeah, food is not included in your hostel fees, and you have a mess where you can eat every day. You have 2 of these in the entire campus. One is in H block, which is the one I prefer, and one is in D block. Okay, so basically meals range from 30 rupees up until like 87, 90 rupees, and you have like a variety of options in between which are pretty good. Every day for lunch there is like proper dal, roti, sabzi options, multiple sabzis, generally 1 dal I think, or 2 dals. And then there is Chinese, then there is either like egg curry rice or paneer biryani, which is delicious. It was one of my favorite things to eat over there. And there's one more, I think a pulao, and with dal they give it, so it's very yum. So they have that, they have your proper Indian food like your roti, sabzi, dal, chawal, and they also have South Indian, so this, and Chinese. So this is their lunch menu. Chinese may they always have fried rice, noodles, Manchurian, and one more thing maybe, or not. So I think that, but that is always there. Fried rice, Manchurian, noodles is always there, and of course your dal, roti, sabzi, parathe also I think. They also have achar, and yeah, and they have South Indian food. So that's what you get in those options, which vary from that amount to that amount, from like 30 rupees up until 80 something or 90, or it's cheaper, I don't remember exactly, but it's below that. A decent like what I used to like to eat was around 45 or 57 rupees, like the meals I used to eat. And dum aloo, guys, if you're going to Amity Hostel, the dum aloo is really nice, and the paneer biryani is really nice, like beautiful. They also have like chole bhature and stuff every day. This is every day ka lunch, okay? Every day for lunch you have all this. In dinner, I think they don't make South Indian food in dinner, and Chinese dinner may you get normal roti, sabzi, dal chawal types. So that was your eating system, like your mess food that is there. They also have fresh juice over there, which I really like, and they have a Mother Dairy ka station, so you have dahi, mishti dahi, or whatever you want to have, you can take. And they have a card system, like you have a food court card in malls. You can just buy a card and like top it up and keep using it for each meal. So that works out really convenient. Even when you want to like save money, you calculate how much you're going to need for the month and just put in that card. But then please take care of your card, because if you lose it, you can't recover the balance. There's no way to do that, and that kind of sucks. But I never lost it. I always kept all my money, like, or if you're just like clumsy with stuff, don't put all your money into the card at once. If you can take care of it, it's a brilliant strategy, because then at least you are covered for food and you can spend the rest of your money. Okay, the other food options are, we have a fancy Indian restaurant. It's not very fancy, it's just a restaurant. It's called Wall Street. They have like Indian food. Their paneer and all is very nice. It's actually very nice. We used to go there sometimes for like dinner to have like a, let's have a nice meal in the hostel. So that used to be our nice meal. But yeah, apart from that, oh, coming back to the mess, I forgot to tell you guys about the snacks. So the mess has like these timings, right? Like you have your lunch menu, then they have a dinner menu, and in between they have like a snacks time where they have Maggie. The Maggie is really nice. They have egg roll. The egg roll is also very nice. Then they have chili potato, which is below average. And I think a few more options they have, but the egg roll is really nice. And there's this place. Like you have this H block thing, and then you have a similar thing in another block on, because the campus is huge, so they have this similar setup in like 3 different places on campus. Another place is called Megabyte, and there they have a paneer cheese roll. Guys, if you go to Amity, please eat the paneer cheese roll at Megabyte. It's a little spicy, you're gonna need coke with it, but trust me, it's delicious. Like, I used to be obsessed with it at a point of time. It's really nice. Megabyte is beautiful. There are like other eating options as well. We have CCD in 2 places. One is in the library and one is in H block. A lot of kids chill there. We used to sit there before exams. Like, we had a ritual to sit there before we had an exam. But last the exams to hue nahi. Anyway, coming back. So yeah, CCD. Recently they opened Nerula's. Oh god, some good memories. I really enjoyed their cookie dough ice cream or something, like similar name. Cookie cream, cookie dough, something like that. Then they have a tea halt, which is, in my opinion, just overpriced shit. Like, they take really long to give your order. It's overpriced and I don't like it a lot. It's very cute, like the aesthetic is nice, but I don't like the place per se. But ठीक है, कभी तो time pass करने के लिए जाओगे, so it's okay. The parlor is decent, like for threading and all, it's fine. They recently increased their prices, so I'm not a big fan of that. We also have a fruit shop, which is a really nice thing. They have this fruit chart. The one option is for 30 rupees and the other is for 50 rupees, so it's like different size bowls. Really good thing on campus, like the fruit chart and the live and the fresh fruit station in the mess. Those are like really favorites of mine. You can even buy fruit separately from the fruit shop. Like, a lot of kids used to buy bananas and apples from there, so you can do that definitely. They have like a lot of fruits, like not just bananas. And I think they have mangoes in summers, and then they have pomegranate. I used to love it because I love eating pomegranate, and छीलने वाला झंझट नहीं करना पड़ता था. Like 50 rupees, I used to get the huge plate full of pomegranate, and I used to enjoy it so much. Like, the fruit shop is a blessing. Thanks, Amity. Thanks for the fruit shop. Okay, other eating options. So we have this huge food court next. Okay, so the CCD is separate, the Nerula's is separate, Tea Halt is separate, the fruit shop is separate, and then we have a huge food court which has Subway, Domino's, Amul, ice cream parlor. Kids also buy milk from there. Then we have Bikano, which has all those bhel puris, samosa chaat and all of that stuff, like a proper Bikano, chola kulcha, matar kulcha and all of that. And then we have Popcorn and More, which has like milkshakes, Oreo shakes. The Oreo shake is really nice but really sweet. Their hot chocolate is delicious. I used to love to get like warm Bournvita milk. Like, I didn't buy and keep milk in my room in general, because like if I wanted coffee, I would just have it from downstairs. I never really like bothered making coffee upstairs. So I generally love to like go down there and get like a hot They also have like Bournvita milk, so I used to love their hot Bournvita milk in winters. I used to take that and go up and like have it aram se, savor it. It was like one of my favorite things to do, so it was really nice. And of course you get popcorn there because it's Popcorn and More. So it's basically popcorn and shakes, like a lot of shakes, and of course your Coke and water and all of that stuff. And then you have Mamma Mia, which was one of our favorites. Like, we used to love to eat there. Their fried rice and veg Manchurian. Amity is a veg campus, guys. You don't get non-veg food there. You will get eggs, but you won't get like chicken and stuff. It's just how it is. I have tried to fight them on it in like hostel meetings, but I was told to just shut up in a nicer way, but basically told to shut up. So yeah, कुछ नहीं कर सकते. But yeah, Mamma Mia food is really nice. We used to love it. They also have this burnt onion garlic fried rice, which is delicious. Like, I love it, but it's spicy. But the bhaiya got to know me. Like, over time he knew who I was, and I used to go a little late in the afternoon, like not peak lunchtime, because then they're very busy. They don't do accommodations for you. They generally don't do accommodations. It was like I was living there and they had slowly, like, we had bonded. Bhaiya and I were like friends, buddies. So I used to go like around 3:34. So the rush was obviously way less because people generally had like lunch around like 1 to 2 to like 2:30. The area used to be full. You don't get seats to sit, but then it's like the rush dies down because people either have classes or they go back home. So anyway, so he used to make it for me with less spice because I can't eat spicy food, and it was so sweet. He used to do it for me a lot of times. I used to just ask him ki abhi bina mirchi ke ban sakta, and he would just tell me based on like the rush of orders they have ki banega ki nahi banega, and then they used to make it for me without like spices, and it used to be delicious. And if you're into spicy food, you will love it as well. I used to just eat the burnt onion garlic fried rice, and it was a delicious meal. Like, I used to love it. Coming back, ordering food. So you're not allowed to order food. They won't let you go out and get it. What you can do is have day boarder friends. If you want to order food, just order and tell your day boarder friend to go outside and get it for you. That's it. That's all you have to do. It's not that big of a deal. They can easily do it. It's a lot of speaking. Yeah, so that's how you can order food. A popular question, I don't know why it's popular, but people have like DM'd me so many times asking me if phones are allowed in the hostel. Guys, you can keep as many devices as you want. The Wi-Fi is free. Use it, abuse it, and it works amazingly well in the hostel. Like, I swear, even if it works like shit in class, sometimes it works amazingly well in the hostel. And there's this weird thing that happens, like sometimes if the Wi-Fi is not working very well, Netflix will work in ultra 4K HD max high definition possible. It's weird. I don't get how it happens. Like, even if the Wi-Fi is so bad that your WhatsApp message is not getting delivered, Netflix is streaming in full HD. I don't know how it happens, but it happens. Amity Wi-Fi just loves Netflix. Apart from that, a lot of things are banned, like porn websites are banned, job websites are banned, a lot of online magazine websites are banned for some reason. I don't know why. Some shopping websites are banned. I don't know why. It doesn't make sense. Like, I think Pepperfry or something was banned, and you can appeal a ban if there is a ban on something. Like, you will get this notification on your screen, like, this website is banned, appeal this ban. So I had appealed it once for, I think, Pepperfry, and it's not banned anymore. So if you want to use Pepperfry, you can thank me. So it's like that. They have like banned apps, websites. Some make sense, like it's okay. A lot of universities would ban those websites. Some just don't make sense at all. So yeah. Anyway, and now coming to the most asked questions about Amity Hostel, the outpass system.